Hello, everyone. I am Magdala Ramirez, and I come from the Maya Mexica tradition. And today we're going to be talking about all these incredible messages and such a great understandings about what is going on right now. We just celebrate Mary Magdalene, and Mary Magdalene has such a beautiful messages and such a powerful understandings that right now it is bringing out new information and new situations everywhere in the world because it is bringing everything that it was in the hidden is going to be revealed. You see, I pray every time that I go into radio talk and we ask for everything that you need to know, that you need to find in your heart. And in this time, we do need each other. We do need to take care of each other. And there has been so many revelations everywhere in the world. Ancient sacred sites and a new vibration that everything it is taking place in one way or the other. And when things like that come forward and people are being aware about that new understanding, it does create a remembrance that it is so important at this time. And because we are one, it doesn't matter where it is that sacred place, it does create all these new waves, a new perception of what it means to be human, what it means this time and space that it is absolutely intense. We are, as a human being, in purification time. Many people call it the tribulation times. And I don't know what it is in your culture. In my culture, purification time before ceremony is just crucial. Purification time, it has to do physically, mentally, emotionally, and of course spiritually. And when it is the time of the spirit, that's when we make the ceremony. But it takes all these preparations to happen. Well, we are already in the sixth sun. And in during that transition times, it is bringing that purification to all human beings. I don't know if you notice, but everyone is working with themselves. Everyone is questioning what they know. Everyone it is trying to figure it out a better way, a new way of living, a new understanding of the self. And if you take that purification time in your personal life, it's a very important thing because here it is your body, and that's about the earth. And your body is readjusting to all these changes that it is happening in this very beautiful planet. For such a long time, human being has been out of destructive of their own bodies, out of destructive of the environment, out of destructive it was a way of living for a long time because they were thinking that they were separated. And the adjustment that you're having physically, it is very powerful right now. There are all these things and situations in your physical body, but you must understand that you're not your physical body. You're not your emotions either. You're not what you think. It's what you actually launch. Is what and where you are. So you're passing through all these adjustments. Also, the element of earth, it make you remember. You see, this very beautiful planet remembers absolutely everyone. Many civilizations that they have come and go. We have in our tribe many sons, and those sons, those eras, some they were destroyed by water, some by fire, but this one specifically, it's about consciousness. It's about raising your consciousness. And who is raising your consciousness? Your heart. That beautiful energy that comes from your heart, the one that created you, it is guiding you. And if you create this deep silence, you can listen to her. And through that listening, she's bringing all these revelations to you. And also many situations that you have passed through in different time spaces, and the genetics, in so many situations that they are just popping up within yourself. And this is taking us to the water, the emotional body. Emotional body is absolutely so powerful because every emotion, it really creates the motion. And that movement, it is very, very important to understand. For such a long time, you only knew few emotions, emotions that you repeated over and over and over again, in one way or the other. And as you know, you are a multidimensional being because human being by nature is multidimensional. So you are uncovering different kind of emotions that you didn't know that existed and that they have no name, and you're trying to describe it. And how do you feel? And you cannot put the finger of what is it that you truly are feeling. There are sensations, there are all your senses are awakening into a very different things, and that is readjusting absolutely everything in what you perceive as real. When we work with emotions and you are able to observe it without identifying, it's a very powerful thing because it creates friction. And that friction, it creates energy, and you do need that energy to go into the next step. Yes, it is true that in many levels you let go the experience, but you must remember at all times what you learn from it. Because what you learn from it is showing you the next step of the pyramid. That place in you that you are able to recognize that there is much more, a great adventure within your own self. And it can be emotional, and you're uncovering different emotions because you're not in the same dimension, because you are tapping into the sixth sun. And if you think about it, there is parts of you that you have one foot in there and the other foot in the other one. And you're trying to decide where you want to be. And when you think about, oh my gosh, what is going on in that third dimensional reality where they told you it's a linear time and you're bounded by time, you cannot trust yourself. You know that story very well. All that programming that limits you at all time. And now that you're able to comprehend what it means perception of reality, you are awakening the multidimensionality aspect. And as you know, the key to enter into many dimensions, it is about the balance of your male and female. And this is happening within the self. I'm not talking about men and women. I'm talking about energies in your two hemispheres of your brain, that they are connected, and right now they are expanding that neural network. And with that, there are many unfinished business that they are popping up. They are triggering you, and that is okay. Your own shadow, that in so many ways you didn't want it to go there, well, is coming forward. And you need to deal with it, but you want to deal with it in a good way. You want to understand this in a very good way. Because when you put love in the understanding of love, it really creates a beautiful path and the beautiful rainbow bridge to understand your male and female energies. You see, the heart wants to be loved, and the mind wants to be understood. And when you make that bridge, you're able to see your shadow parts in it. Don't judge it. Don't get stuck in this judgment to yourself, but observe it and heal it. How do you heal it? By allowing that heart to come forward, by understanding the love, by the alignment with the one that created you. The Great Mother see you in such a different way that you see yourself. You see, she is a mother. I don't know if you're a mother, but I am. And I see my children and I think they're perfect. I think they're amazing. They are beautiful. They are. And when you see this energy, and it might be that they're not that, but you still see it anyway. Well, that energy comes directly from the Great Mother because she does see you perfect. She does see you full of love. She does see you amazing. And when you align through her eyes, you will tap into this beautiful multiverse library that it is at hand. Everything that you need to know, just ask her and it will be revealed. And that revelation is so important for you because it is shaking the all beliefs that they are so absolutely expired. We were talking yesterday about the toolbox, and we have been giving that toolbox for many, many, many years. You can check in our archives and every single radio talk, every teaching, every seminar that we have been giving all these tools to the people so they have it handy in this time and space. And it is the time for you to bring that toolbox up and understand yourself in a deeper manner. Then, we do have the purification of the mind. And in ceremonies, that is the struggle for the people because the mind wants to keep on perpetuating the same situation over and over and over again. The mind thinks that it is the most important thing, but they don't realize that the heart has another mind, and in some way or another it needs to be bridged. Controlling your thoughts is a very, very important thing, especially in this time when you have all these attacks and even entities that they want to hijack your energy. They want a piggyback to go into the next era. Some of these entities, they are floating around and going through the cracks. Those cracks that you have are very much your hidden agendas, very much your past situations that you didn't want it to work on it and that they're showing up. They are very much those parts of you that feels a shadow that you wanted to hide it and not visit it because you were ashamed, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't be ashamed. Don't judge yourself. That is the biggest clue. The whole thing is that the system wants to engage you in a fight. And does the system is unfair? Absolutely. There is injustice in the world? Absolutely. And it's going to be even worse. And that is part of how much you can engage and what is not to engage. They want you engaged because they keep on perpetuating the fight and get you into that third dimensional, a world of duality, a labyrinth where you get all twisted up and you don't know how to get it out. A labyrinth that constantly change because it's a matrix. It change from one side to another and can be very, very confusing for the mind. How do you get out of there? Observe your thoughts. Don't get desperate in getting out of that labyrinth. When you bring the presence of your own presence, immediately that path is being rebuilt. Genetically talking, there is so many entities that wants to hijack too, that they die with unfinished business and they want you to finish those unfinished business. Yet your work is your work and you have a lot just by yourself. And this is when you can say, I need to work in me first. And that's a very, very important thing. As a reminder, the new world is about how do you relate. And you want to relate with everyone with your true self. Otherwise, you're gonna keep on doing fake relations. People that they don't know you, but they don't know you because you won't let them know you because you're afraid for them to know you. And every time that you do that, you create separation. The way that you relate with the environment, understanding how to dance with this very beautiful Pachamamita. It's very, very important because you adjust. You see, I want you to put in the table that the whole creation has no problem. The only ones that they have problem with all these changes is the human being. They don't like changes because that mind is keep on just repeating the same situation. In this time, you must adapt and you must adapt into these incredible, beautiful forces and dance. Dance with her, allowing those changes to happen. And the mind has a big part in it. Your thoughts, sometimes they're not yours. The ones that you identify with, yes, they're yours. But suddenly you're thinking about things that you can feel it, that they don't belong to you. And that is the infiltrations that it is taking place right now. Well, you can choose not to think about it. You can choose not to go there because you know that they're going to just bring you down. And you're going to just lose energy and you're going to just not just lose energy but lower your vibration too. So it is your choice. What are you choosing? What is it that you want to choose? I truly suggest for you to choose love. I want you to know that we do have a school online, which is so powerful, so beautiful. People working in themselves and creating such a beautiful sisterhood. And understanding how that sisterhood, it is so absolutely imperative in there, yes, when you practice that whatever is happening to one is happening to the many. I invite you to go into that journey of knowing yourself. Greatest adventure That's why you're here in this realm. You can visit our website, magdalas.com. That is MAGDALAS.com. You can subscribe to a free newsletter. And I want you to also to download messages from the Great Mother. This is an app that we create because the Mother wanted you to know that she walks with you. So you will receive a unique, very unique message that it is in perfect synchronicity of what is going on right now with you. She wants you to know that she walks with you and that she's at hand at any time. She is as far as a thought. She is even closer than that. Thank you for your work. I am you. I am Magdala. Tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate. Like it?
I loved it. Yeah.